This episode of Redonkulas.com is brought to you by Aaron Clary for his book, Worthless. Check out the links below. I know, you're looking at the shirt, you're like, all right, this is a good Popp episode. Don't let the black fool you like your mama. Let's get dark in here. This is my response to a question I got from a young guy who asked me specifically how I would bring back politeness and responsibility in today's society. I got 2 solutions for you. Get ready to write them down and get pissed off, you special snowflakes out there. Extinction cards, and I will explain exactly what that is. Number 2, and it's self-explanatory, bring back dueling. I know you're thinking like, Popp is gone off the deep end. He's drinking himself into a stupor. Swords at dawn! Yeah. Hey, look, man, it's all fun and games until you, you're getting escorted in there to go fight a dude with a sword. I mean, it's like, holy f***. Everyone's got an Android, a smartphone, a computer, a tracker in your car. It's like 1984. Somebody said, hey, that's a good idea. Everyone is under surveillance because the eye in the sky don't lie. And guess what? We're gonna use all that information against you. And some of you post the shit yourselves on the internet. And guess what? If you're doing stupid shit, there's a database that's gonna track that.
The Matrix is everywhere.
You do enough stupid shit, you're gonna get a one-way invite to the killing booth. And if you don't report in, we're gonna send a hit team to get you. Unless you can get a review. You posted the shit on the internet, you said it, or the eye in the sky recorded it, but we'll give you that. We'll let a judge review your stupidity. And blaming the one-armed man ain't gonna help you. I know you're like, Popp, that's so barbaric. What? Holding people accountable? Or me having to memorize 72 goddamn genders? All right, we're gonna go down my list of extinction point criteria. And if I miss something, you know the drill, comments below. Because in reality, there are way too many stupid people doing far too much stupid shit for me to put it on both these boards in fine print.
Think of how stupid the average person is, and then realize half of them are stupider than that.
Point number 1, and I know this really chaps me the wrong way. Taking up 2 parking spaces. What the fuck? Costco, you're at the mall, what have you. It's busy Saturday, and some douchebags taking up 2 or more goddamn parking spaces. So what do? You take out your smartphone, take a picture, and upload it to the eye in the sky. And you better hope that dude's not at 14, because that'll take him over the top. It's an extinction point. Diagonal parking, really? Here's another one that's worth 1 point. You come out of Costco, and you can't even get in your car, you gotta do one of these to get in? Or worse, that asshole, that mother edit that out, park so close to your car, you have to go all the way around your car and go in the passenger side just to get in. I would say 1 point is being kind. You ever see those guys on the internet, they play that, what's that, knockout game? If you're knocking a dude out and it's unprovoked, you get 2 points. Now, if you warn that dude, if he's running his suckhole out, you go, hey.
You run your suckhole again, I'm gonna punch you.
No penalty. Because if you warn that dude and he keeps running his suckhole squirt extractor, that's mutual combat, which is basically dueling, and I'm fine with that. Next, we have rape. Ah! And all you feminazis out there, your pink eye just slam shut. Hold your horses, there's more. And I think you might actually agree with me for once. Oh my God. 5 points if proven in court. And if it's a child and he's convicted, auto kill.
Okay.
If you are proven to be a vandal and it's caught on video, +2. You want to tag some shit, you want to spray paint, that's just fine if you space it out throughout the year, strategically, because if you don't, you could get a postcard in the mail. Fraud, if proven in court, is +2. Because guess what? We all work damn hard for our money. And if somebody comes along and thinks they can swindle you out of it, you edit that out. Now, you guys are looking at this list going, Popp, you didn't put paternity fraud on there. And you're right, I didn't, because I'm biased against it. Because if I put it on this list, it'd be an auto kill.
That escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
+5, child abuse. And if the child dies from that abuse, auto kill. If you go back to my one video, When Women Attack, check it out. There's a lot of women that do some heinous shit where children die as the result of abuse. And they get off, and not in a good way. In this system, the kid dies, you die, end of story. How many times have you been stopped in traffic And some douchebag drives all the way up the shoulder and cuts in like 2 from the end. What an asshole. In Michigan, we all know where that comes from. That's construction. So you lazy bastards, quit working for the union and do your goddamn job. If you road rage out and ram somebody's door off their car, 3 points. Intentional accident. Because in reality, when you're rolling around in a 1.5 ton rolling death box, it's not oops, it's an accident. It's attempted murder. Or you're a woman and you pull the excuse,
He pulled a knife on me.
as the man is riding away at full speed on his bicycle.
You're a basic bitch.
Shoplifting. I don't care if you're doing it for thrill, skill, or you need the food. Winona Ryder, back in the day, you had a few of these, didn't you? Not that I'm complaining, those dialing pegs do tone it down a bit, just saying. Next, drunk in public. There's a caveat here. If you can make it home without driving, it doesn't count against you. But the minute you pass out, you're edit that out. If you pass out in public and you piss and shit yourself, there's additional points for that. People will love you less when you cause and make a mess, especially if it's in their lap and you're getting roadhead. Piss in public and shit in public. Need I say more? We're talking in public in view of other people. If you stagger out into the woods where no one can see you, you're gonna get a pass. You dudes out there who wound up on the sex offender list because you pissed on the front handle of Wendy's or pissed too close to a schoolyard, you stand a good chance of getting a point stricken. And just remember, if it goes to the judges, they're gonna be looking at your junk on a big screen TV, just saying. Good thing for you, that camera ends 10 pounds, winning.
Nice big cock.
Libel and slander, both worth 1 point. 1 point for lying and getting caught, you plagiarists out there. I'm not gonna say a certain politician's name who happens to be a female, but she happens to have lied in public quite a bit. And she might be flirting with the danger zone, if you know what I'm saying. Lana! Lana!
What? Danger zone.
Infidelity. Now listen, ladies. You don't like your Peg D? You want to upgrade? Fine. Get a legal separation before you upgrade, and you're good. But ladies, if you should do this before the paperwork is done, remember, death is in the details. 3 points. And dudes, yes, prostitutes count.
Is it really infidelity if I'm paying for it?
Yes. If you're a philandering stick and you bring back some type of STD, 5 points. If it's AIDS, auto kill. Because in reality, you're gonna die anyway. We're just speeding up the time hack, that's all. Unless you're Magic Johnson, who literally has some magic in his Johnson, because he looks the same as he did 20 years ago. Now listen, ladies, that applies to you too. Just because he's a stripper, not a male escort, doesn't mean you can blow him. Remember, there is stripper herpes. Elderly, they're kind of like children. They rely on you, they need you, and they trust you. And you violate that trust, guess what? 3 points, right up your ass. You're walking down the street, somebody's getting murdered. They're getting stomped out. You don't do anything about it because you might get hurt. You're a coward. It's 1 point. 1 point really isn't that big of a deal because somebody just died. And being the white knight coming to the aid of a woman on the internet because she has a set of tits does not count. You better trade that keyboard in for a Glock and, well, a katana because it's going to go down. This encourages those cowards out there to like, hey man, I'm right at 14. I got to go help that guy.
Betrayal! What? Betrayal!
You have a close friend, or you give your word and then you go back on it and you betray somebody. It's 2 points. Because that's why infidelity is 3 points. Because for you to do that, you both have to lie and betray at the same time. Single mothers. And I'm not talking about widows because they don't have any choice in the matter. I'm talking about those ladies out there who decide to have 10 or 15 goddamn kids and then expect us all to pay for it.
37-year-old Angel Adams blames the system for her problems, a system of social service agencies trying to help her. Adams has 15 children, 12 who are now living with her in this small motel room.
Somebody needs to pay for all my children.
In all reality, I was flirting with assigning single mothers more points because if you kick the father to the curb willingly, you're both a liar, a betrayer, and you're abusing your own kids in the long run, just saying. And you're abusing welfare, which is the same as betraying public trust.
I'm comfortable with it, and I feel like I don't need to look for one because I get a check. 2
points. And cram that home in your slot A if there's room because you got that government titty in your mouth. Not to mention all the dicks in your mouth and being the hub in the dick salad because all the dudes coming through the front door and out the back door and those one-way revolving doors. If you're in this country for longer than 6 years and you don't speak English at least at a basic level, that's 1 extinction point. Come on.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
I know you're like, Popp, what the f are all these points for? Well, first of all, I'm going to say this. 1 point pretty much drops off every 30 days. So in a conservative state, you get 15 points in a 90-day period, one-way trip to the kill box. In a case like California, which is a very liberal state, we're going to give you 22 points. Because let's face it, illegal aliens can vote there. And you're a bunch of social justice f***tards.
You are f***ing scum.
The second half of this, and I think this would really apply to the super liberal states like California and New York, is bring back dueling.
3.
And this would go really well in you social justice liberal states, because I would love to watch you shit your pants when you show up at dawn for the sword fight. And I'm not talking with penises. Today, we live in a day and age where people talk just mass amounts of shit. They think they can do whatever they want. They're entitled to the world. Guess what? No, you're not. A further trigger warning, when you show up to the dueling station, there's only 2 bathrooms and 1 morgue. Biology. To make dueling legal, you gotta have a legal place where you can do your dueling. So they have to assemble a dueling dome. It's kind of like Thunderdome. Well, you know, like in today's day and age, we have so many people, you might have to have a dueling station that has like 5 lanes. Because hey, there'd be a lot of traffic because a lot of dumbasses out there pissing people off. And each one of these dueling stations would have to have working plumbing, made of concrete. So guess what? We're putting people to work. Because let's face it, you need blue-collar workers to keep that blood flowing. Now listen, we're going to keep everything civilized here. People are going to use guns, but they only get to use a black powder pistol with 1 shot. Or you can use swords. Or you can use daggers. There's simple rules of dueling as this. Like if it wasn't really a serious infraction, it could be a duel to say first blood. You know, you cut a guy, he gets a couple stitches, okay, he's a loser, you go home, everything is good. Then you take it up a level. You'll duel until, you know, one is incapacitated, but they have the option of getting medical aid and taken to a hospital, which they pay for because the loser pays. And the third option is to death. So when they become incapacitated, everybody just sits there and watches them bleed out. Doctor comes, checks, confirm they're dead, and off to the morgue they go.
Popp, what the hell would this really accomplish?
Well, some pretty big things, and I'm going to go through that list right now. People will become drastically more polite. You've all experienced some douchebag troll who says the most horrendous shit, who says the threatening crap. Guess what? You can no longer hide behind the veil of secrecy. Your IP address is logged. The eye in the sky don't lie. So guess what? Swords or pistols at dawn, baby. They would run for cover because the consequences just got real. Another benefit of this, it removes a lot of parasites. Because let's face it, there's a lot of people out there sucking on the government titty till it's dry and sore. Bye-bye.
Okay, I'm 30 years old, I have 4 kids, and I've been on welfare for 12 years.
And what is the defining trait of any parasite? Entitlement. And you people out there who think you're entitled to money from people who have more than you because they work harder, f*** off. Guess what? You don't get to trick the dude into paternity fraud because you were the hub of the dick salad. See you later. Nothing is a better teacher than death and pain. So guess what? You get invited into the dueling station, life's a bitch, you might die, be horrendously wounded, or you might escape unscathed. But either way, you shit your pants. This whole thing will have us change our basic education system where everyone's a winner and everyone gets a trophy even for participating. That system does not work in a world where they have extinction cards and my favorite, dueling. Hit the books. Quit talking shit and quit throwing a fit. And it will also limit mouth breathers because they themselves are not quite parasites, but they're still stupid and they do idiot shit. So guess what? Bye-bye. This whole system here basically cuts back on stupidity. And in today's day and age, we've choked on that in spades. I've had enough, you've had enough, and it's time to laugh at the stupidity because maybe it'll change. And if it doesn't change, maybe we can kill it, just saying.
I am killing you.
I've had about all the stupidity I could take, so we're gonna end this response video. All right, I know I'm not entitled to it, but please check out the links below for our PayPal and Patreon links, and send us a couple bucks so we can keep making this disgusting truth for you. And gentlemen, hit the subscribe button and share it with your friends, because if you don't, pistols and swords at dawn, bitches.
This is Popp's Darwin Awards. Take 1.
You can just run off at the mouth.
Run off the mouth. Everything's anonymous on the internet, so they're like, you know, I'll your mother, I'll come over, I'll beat the shit out of you, blah, blah, blah.
Wouldn't that be funny if there was like a box in the corner that says challenge to duel, bing, and then no matter where that dude is, Like, oh, he just challenged me to a duel. And you have to be there the next day if you're in the same continent.
I'd do it. I'd do it. Well, you know what? Shit, it's a good reason to stay in shape. And when the zombie apocalypse comes, cardio is going to be really important.
Yeah, it is. So we're going to go down my quick list. And if I miss something, you know, we're going to... Oh. I can't. Oh, God. Oh, I was edit that out.